Level up, level up, level up, level up.
We're doing a DIY
Chandelier. Okay guys, so today Queen is my daughter. How old are you, Queen? And I have a son. He is 5. His name is King. So today Queen is gonna help me make a DIY chandelier for my bedroom that looks like this. And we're also going to be changing the backdrop of my room. Right now I have hanging this angel wing dream catcher that I handmade.
But about adorable chicken dream catcher.
That is not a chicken. That's an angel wing dream catcher that I made for my mother-in-law. But instead, I'm going to be adding some tulle and fairy lights back there to create like a warm fairy tale looking bedroom. You know. No, I'm just kidding. But let's get into the video.
Comment down below and give it a subscribe and give a thumbs up.
Wait guys, did I forget to mention that all of these items can be bought at the dollar store and Dollar Tree? Yeah, so stay tuned. I'm spray painting this plastic basket that I purchased at the Dollar Tree for $1, and we're going to be spraying it with white gloss rust-oleum paint. You can use a lampshade or the metal floral basket. So now we are just going to give this basket a good coat of paint. Be sure to completely cover the basket, leaving no brown spots. Once you finish spraying the inside, flip it over and spray the bottom. This is what your basket should look like once it's completely covered in white. So now we're going to leave the basket outside to dry. So while the basket is drying, now we're going to make the faux capiz shells out of wax paper and parchment paper. So first, pull out 2 long pieces of parchment paper. And 3 sheets of wax paper. And now we're going to line the 3 pieces of wax paper up and iron them. Line up the 3 pieces of wax paper and place them in the middle of the 2 pieces of parchment paper. Now simply iron over the top of the parchment paper to melt the 3 wax papers together. And this is the effect that your wax paper should have made. Next, we're going to fold the wax paper horizontally and smooth it out. Then we're going to fold it in half. And our last fold is going to be another horizontal fold. Once we have our paper all smoothed out, we're going to take something of a circular shape. I'm using the top of the spray paint lid, and we're just going to trace the circles for our shells. And please do not hate on the paint on my fingers or the chipped fingernail polish. I know. So now that we're done tracing our shells, we're going to cut them out, and they should come out looking something like this. So I did go back in with a smaller shampoo bottle that had a circular shape at the bottom, and I traced that to get 2 different sizes for a more natural effect. We're gonna thread the small and large capiz shells on a piece of string using a needle, going in through one end of the circle and out through the other end. As you can see, our pattern is 3 small capiz shells and 3 large capiz shells. Feel free to make as many of these as you need to cover up your basket. I do like the way mine turned out in the end, but I do feel like I could have added a lot more to cover up the basket. But if you use a wire basket, you definitely won't need as many as I did. I use maybe about 35 to 40 of these strings. If you do happen to need more of these capice shells, all you do is repeat the first step that we did to make them. In the beginning, I did this about 3 times to get the 35 to 40, but you can do it as many times as you need. We have our capice shell strings all made up, and I'm just going to cut some holes in the basket so that the light can shine through a little better. You will see in this next clip that it starts to look like a lampshade once all of the holes are cut out, which is why I said a lampshade would work. Okay, so now that I have all my holes in my basket, I'm going to tie on the capice shell strings. Okay, so now I'm just checking to see what it looks like, and here is the finished product. I hope you guys love it just as much as I do, and please go check out part 2 of this video if you want to see how I made this gorgeous backdrop that you see behind my bed. So I hung up the chandelier with some thumbtacks and string, and I just pushed the string up into the wall and wrapped the thumbtacks around the string. We thank you and we love you so much for taking out the time just to watch this video.
Subscribe to King and Clues Playhouse.
And guys, don't forget that you are good enough no matter what anyone says. So get out there and be creative.